Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Running right, Jones. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really wanted him to be that, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know
top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
Trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time,
You the hell that block that would have been at that down.
How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
1st down, Detroit.
Now it's Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Detroit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football. And the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left.
This nigga's so sorry.
Go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Hey, this game is amazing, bro. I ain't never played nothing as good as this.
Not really any offense for them to speak of in this first half.
I ain't never played nothing as good as this in my life.
Maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown!
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Top-notch 80s in Matt Pack and for Auburn and Josh Clayton for Notre Dame.
Absolutely, 2 of the best 80s.
I forgot to 2 o'clock, bro.
As well. And as far as this game goes, we are definitely.
I am 2 o'clock. Okay.
Playoff Pack right now. We're about to see if he can pull off another big upset here tonight.
What players are you going to be looking forward to seeing in this matchup?
Well, for Auburn, it starts with Lemmy and Lawler on offense. If they can get going and keep that Notre Dame offense on the sideline, Auburn's going to have a real chance at this.
And it's going to be picked off on the first passing attempt for Lemmy. Going back the other way, and Notre Dame set up a good field position. Sidney Banks Jr. with the interception. And we already got the next one. The first prediction of the evening up and going. Who will lead at the half? You only got 2 options in this one, Notre Dame or Auburn. You have 2 minutes to get your prediction in.
Yeah, and Sidney Banks Jr., he's one of those guys for Notre Dame that he's on the defensive side of the ball to watch out for. Another interception for him, his 6th on the season. A great start for Notre Dame.
Some of the fans not even into their seats yet. Dorian Chase-Miller with a gain of 12 and a first down.
Yeah, and a good job. Dorian Chase-Miller just sat down in the zone. A great job from Kashawn Williams on the little rollout, finding him right there wide open.
Now inside the 10, throwing it underneath, having to come back to it is Dorian Chase-Miller. Does pick up 1 yard.
Well, again, just sat down in the zone and really started to come back to that one before he needed to. Good job from Auburn swarming, making the tackle, and getting there quickly to make sure he didn't get any more positive yardage.
Jesus Dust says the game versus Alabama started with a pick 6, and we know how that ended, so it ain't over. Rightly so. 2nd down and 9. Tight end coming in motion, but they're going to give it. And up the middle goes Deuce, waving bye-bye. It picks up 9 yards on the carry it into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game.
And that was great blocking from Notre Dame. Started up front with the offensive line. Good job on the edge from the receivers, making sure that nobody from the outside was able to get in there. And a quick start for Notre Dame. And the mention of the pick 6 from the Alabama game. Auburn obviously overcame that one. But maybe a little bit of a different beast here tonight. So we'll see how Lemmy bounces back.
Clear night here in South Bend. It's just a little bit of a light breeze. Nothing much really to speak of. 63 beautiful degrees for this one as the sun's starting to set. And the return is going to be a good one. Getting a little bit shy of the 30 goes Retzer the second.
Yeah, good return there, giving him some decent field position to start with. And like I said, it's going to be up to Lemmy right now. How does he respond after that first pass of the ball game went the other direction?
Our exclamation point enter to be entered into the giveaway. We're giving away 5 packs in this game, and 5 in the next game as well. Lemmy will carry it. Keeping on the option keeper, picks up 6.
And that's a good start, to a good way to rebound. You give him an option to keep it or give it. He makes the right read. He gets to the outside, and Mo Kitchens comes over and makes a tackle, but 6 yards downfield. Good pickup on first down.
Kitchens on Lemmy. Going to be one that we're going to be seeing all game long as Banks Jr. with the coverage, but Lemmy throws it off the back of his player.
Yeah, that one, it looked like it was Lawler out of the backfield that he was trying to get into. A good option. Lawler is a good receiver out of the backfield. We'll see where they go on 3rd down here.
Convert this. Blitz coming, and he gets rid of it just before the pressure gets home, but it falls incomplete as Auburn goes 3 and out.
And Notre Dame dialed up the blitz there, and it got home quickly. Good job from Lemmy just to get rid of the football instead of taking a sack. But either way, Notre Dame getting the football right back. Great stop from this Notre Dame defense.
Well, the defense coming up big. Mo Kitchens with a 15-yard return. But the Notre Dame defense has been coming up clutch. Now it's up to the Auburn defense to get a stop and get the ball back.
Yeah, and they're set up a little bit better here than they were on their first time out. Ball not deep in their own territory on this one.
First down and 10 for Williams. Looking, going to fire it, and that's going to be into coverage. But Middlebury comes up with it for a gain of 8.
And again, early on, it looks like Auburn is deciding to play some zone coverage. And the receivers from Notre Dame are just sitting down, finding little soft spots in the zone. And Kashawn Williams is putting the ball right on the money right now. And that one was Chris Black coming back to make a tackle there.
2nd down and short, just a couple inches shy of the midfield stripe. Tight end coming in motion from left to right, setting up quick throw out to Matt Kroll, but that's going to be only a gain of, they're going to say a gain of 1, but Falcone with the tackle bringing up 3rd and inches.
And good job from Falcone getting over there quickly to make sure Kroll couldn't turn upfield and pick up that first down.
Here we go, can Auburn's defense get a stop on 3rd and inches. Williams looking, fires it incomplete. Falcone in on the coverage. It's going to be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and that one was just a misfire from Williams. It looked like there was enough separation to get that ball in there. A little bit of late pressure from the Auburn defense might have forced a little bit of that misfire. But a good stop either way, and Auburn a chance to get back downfield and tie this up.
And Hopper adding with another tackle for the gunner for Notre Dame. He's playing all 3 phases for this Notre Dame Fighting Irish squad. But now, are you surprised that maybe Notre Dame didn't go for it there on 4th and inches?
On that spot in the field, maybe not so much. Maybe a few more yards downfield, they might have gone for it, but their defense is playing well.
Oh, and there's a fumble on the play. Notre Dame's defense running roughshod right now through everybody. And that's Jake Lamb being credited with the forced fumble.
Yeah, Lamb coming in there does a good job getting the hit on Lemmy, knocking that ball loose. And this is why you don't go for that on 4th down. If you're stopped on that 4th and short, you give them great field position. You let your defense, who has helped carry you to this undefeated season so far, pin Auburn back like they have now.
2nd and 23. Not the start Auburn had anticipated. Another blitz up the middle through the A&D gap as Lemmy having to find Cash on the outside for 12.
Yeah, and a good pickup of 12. Auburn's got to put a few more of those together, and for their sake, I hope they do it more on 1st and 10 and 2nd down and short, as opposed to those long situations like we're in now.
Lemmy looks like nobody's coming, but he's going to feel like everybody's still blitzing on every play, but it falls incomplete. Receiver not able to hold on to the football, and now Lemmy 1 of 5 to start this game.
And again, Lawler out of the backfield couldn't hang on to that one. The first one they threw to him hit him in the back. This one hit him in the hands. He couldn't make a play. But Rocky Dale was just bearing down on him, so I don't know if he would have gotten much after the catch to begin with. Another good series of downs for this Notre Dame defense.
Defense is coming to play. Dan Emerson with the tackle on the punt return. Only holding Kitchens to a short return on the punt. So 1st down and 10, 3 yards shy of midfield, but that is going to get him into Auburn territory on one play. Gain of 16 for Deuce Williams.
Yeah, good play there. Deuce Williams out of the backfield. He's got a bunch of catches this year, 61. He actually leads the team over 300 yards receiving out of the backfield. So definitely a dual threat guy. He's going to run it and catch it out of the backfield. Auburn's going to have to pay attention to him even on passing downs.
Suster Bunny winning the pack. Make sure to type into the chat in the next 90 seconds. Well, now maybe 70 seconds. 1st down and 10 to get your free pack. As Williams going to break out of the tackle and pick up enough for the 1st down. Game is 10.
Yeah, good job there. Just getting free, finding a way to get down to the marker before he was finally hit hard by Torian Lee. But again, a 1st down, and this Notre Dame offense started to roll.
This nigga is sorry, bro.
catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Outright touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull plays like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage and throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And they take a knee. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think. Your superstar will continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence of playing the game as well. If it's not there,
This nigga's garbage, bro.
you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So now third and 10, a
carries, plus 156 people took that just to see where everybody gets a lay of the land. 3rd and inches for Lemmy. Take it, and he's going to get it. No, incomplete.
They're moving out of bounds.
And we saw this last night, Nate, with a couple of very close calls that did not go the way of the receiver.
Yeah, and another one here. And you asked me earlier if I was surprised that Notre Dame didn't go for a 4th and short, and I wasn't. This time, I'm very surprised we're not seeing Auburn down 21 be a little bit more aggressive and go for that, especially that position on the field.